question, right? So India today, has the highest mobile penetration, internet penetration, and the cheapest 1 GB data costs in the world. Now, Avik and we've been discussing about this use case of NAB, which is the Dutch online only bank. So I want to throw this question while we're talking about data maturity models and the scope of Gen AI and AI and deep learning models, all of this. Um, do you see in the next 5 years India really evolving into that digital only banking space, Avik? Where do you see that transition? Because I know that you yourself are driving that digital first mindset.
Yeah.
What is the relevance of something like this in a country, in a context which is so it's so many countries in one?
Yeah.
Where
I
do we
think
see this?
that's the I think important piece, right? In India, if you take a strategy where like one size fits all, right, you're bound to fail, right? Because it's a
Yeah,
very heterogeneous country, right? I think LKY, mentioned once that it's like 30 countries stitched along a railway line, right? I think we have evolved a lot from there, but it is, still very, very different culturally, socially, uh, you know, um, from income perspective. There's so many ways we are very different. We're so different that there is a unity in it, right? And it's amazing. So, digital, yes, we are betting big on it. We are because, after 75 years of independence, we've not been able to provide everybody with a home, but with some miracle, we have been able to provide everybody with a smartphone. Okay, I mean that's amazing. So we're betting heavily on that fact that with rural internet and penetration and all the digital railroads that the government is kind of building in the country, right? Digital banking, digital e-commerce, everything is going to pick up and scale, right? uh, However, right now, if you ask that question, is it digital only bank kind of the answer for the future? I would say no, because if it's only lending, then probably yes. But if it is banking, universal banking as we know it, if you say, then it's slightly difficult because for liabilities you need the trust, you need that physical presence of branches. So it has to be a phygital kind of strategy that needs to be deployed here, because unless you have the trust, you'll not be able to take the deposits from the people. Lending people is easy, right? Lending to people, that essentially becomes a collections business in India. But
yeah,
getting liabilities, right, it's a difficult one unless you have a physical presence where the customer can go and actually catch you if you try to run away with his money, right? So
yeah,
that is a bit deep rooted, and hence you need to be there physically for the trust, and you need the liabilities to balance the books. You can't just only lend, right? Then you can't compete in price, right? Because you're borrowing from the secondary market. So
yeah,
those nuances are there, banking. I mean, it's easy to go, all with the new technology and kind of go overboard with it, right? But you have to be a little cautious when you're making those kind of investments. But the future, yes, I see that at more and more digital fast, right, in every aspect of our lives in India, and that's the only way India can kind of go to that 6-7 trillion economy that we expect it to be, right? So we are betting heavily as a nation and as an organization. We are betting heavily on the fact that it will be more digital than physical or analog, whichever term you prefer.